Hello, good evening, and assalamu alaikum to all my friends. How are you, my dear? Hope you all are fine and doing good in your life. Sorry, my dear, I am coming late today. I mean to say, not today late, but I could not continuously do the cardigan work in front of you. So I was busy, that's why I could not come. But today I have a little spare time to tell you about. Today's tutorial is very interesting. Hello, how are you, Ajia? Hope you are fine. Today the work is little different. I want to tell you guys that whenever you make cardigan, you must have to do cutting like stitching. Whenever you do sewing or any kind of stuff, when you are making arm, you will have to do little work at the edge of your shoulder. Thank you so much. I want to show you that whenever you make any kind of stuff, mean to say, when this kind of shoulder, mean this is cardigan shoulder, and for attaching this at this part, you will have to do the specific knitting method to make possible to attach the arm with the good way. I have already made one arm, but today I want to show you how I manage to make this cutting. In this method, cutting mean cropping, and cropping this way. You guys can see the shoulder cropping with knitting. This is the way. You guys know very well, whenever you will have to stitch, you will have to make the arm seem like this. Always the arm shape is like this, and at that point your arm is little curvy like this. There is a stitch marker because I attach them to make the second arm, that when you will have to decrease or increase your stitches. At that point, we have to increase stitches, but for at that point, when we are at the end of arm, we have to crop our arm by decreasing the stitches. This is the shape of arm. I also want to do drawing in front of you that you can understand well that how you guys can make your arm good way. I want an empty page. Yes, this is here. Whenever we have to make the arm, the double arm is like this way, and at that point our arm is like this way. So whenever we have to attach the arm with the pattern, its shape is like this. So the same way we have to do the work for in knitting, in crocheting, all the way. Thank you. Thank you, Elora. Violetta. Hi, Violetta, from where you're watching, my dear. Kindly message in English. It's quite easy and simple for me to understand your question. Okay, today I am going to teach the people how you guys can make the arm of your knitting pattern like this. This is the arm cutting. I have already made this one. You guys can see how I try to make it. Today I am going to make the second arm. This is the second. We have to do this work. For making the shoulder of an arm, do remember that when you decrease the actual number of decreasing at that point, so the same way you will have to decrease at the end of your arm. Thank you for first like. I want to know your name, my dear. At that point I decrease 3 2 1. Same like this way I will decrease at that point. My sequence will be same, mean 3 2 1. You guys can see at that point. At first I decrease 3 stitches. You can easily understand well. At that point, 1 2 3. At first I decrease 3 stitches, then I decrease 2, then 1 1 1. Continuously I did 4 or 5 times, 1 1 decreasing, then at the end, and same way I decrease from this side, 3 2 1 and 1 1 4 times, and at the end I close the arm. So I will stitch it with needle at the end. Stay with me to watch how I am going to decrease the arm stitches. You guys can see these are the points you guys can understand well. After every 6 row I increase stitches because arm shape should be like this way, curvy. Now you guys can see it's near to decrease the second arm. Crochet work is always straight, but the knitting work is always being folded because of its elasticity or small stitches. This is exact. This is the time to decrease the stitches. At first, I will decrease from this side. When I will reach at that point, I will decrease from the wrong side. Watch, my dear, how I am going to decrease. This is the time to decrease stitches. I always start decreasing from the right side. This is the right side and this is the wrong side. At first, for shoulder, I will decrease 3 stitches from this side. I always prefer to knit the first stitch, but when I am going to decrease, I don't knit the first stitch. Watch how I do this. Just drop it to the second needle. Now knit the second one. I am going to decrease exact 3 stitches, that's why I will pull through over this way. I dropped 1 stitch. Now going to do the second decreasing, again making second and dropping the back stitch over this way. You guys can see 1 and 2 dropping. Now going to decrease third one, making third one and dropping this back stitch over this last knitted. You guys can see now 1, 2, 3. 3 decreasing. Now the remaining work will be same all the way. I am going to do garter knitting. This is garter knitting. We have to increase from the beginning of the row. So this side we will knit at the end, but we will decrease from the next row, mean the wrong side row. Everyone can understand easily that how you guys can make your arm decreasing at shoulder side easily. Thank you for 3 likes. Thank you, my dear. Thank you for 4th like. May I know your name, please? Who pressed the button 4th number? Thank you so much to join me and like my work. Now the wrong side, we again going to decrease 3 stitches, 1, 2 and 3. And how we are going to make it easy for decreasing, kindly watch. Not knitting the first stitch, just dropping without knitting. Now going to do the first stitch and drop this back stitch over this knitted stitch. First decreasing, now going to do the second decreasing, same way, the back stitch drop from the last knitted stitch. 2, now third decreasing, back stitch pick and drop over from the last knitted stitch. Now you can see from this side, I want to show you, this is the way how you can easily decrease your stitches. At that point we have to decrease 3. These are 1, 2, 3, 3 decreasing, but now the remaining row will be same. All the way we will knit purl knitting. Our sequence will be 3, 2, 1, and then 1, 1 decreasing 4 times, and then I will bind all the stitches. I will close the stitches to make arm shape beautiful. This is the simplest way how you can make the shoulder of your arm. "25 people are with me. Just received 5 likes. Thank you so much. Today we are learning how to make the shoulder of an arm in knitting. Simple and easy. Just remember how you decrease in shoulder stitches. Same sequence you will repeat. 3, 2, 1, and then 1, 1, 1 4 times. Thank you for 6 likes. Thank you. Hi Borges, how are you? From where you're watching? Today my audience is very less just because of Sunday. People are enjoying their holiday. Hi Lucia, how are you? From where you're watching, Lucia? We are doing the knitting work today, and I am making arms and mean. I am making the shoulder of a cardigan arm. We are at the point of ending the baby arms, and now at that point we are decreasing and making the shape of an arm. Before we decrease 3 stitches, you guys can see closely, we decrease 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. Now we are going to decrease 2. We are not knitting the first stitch, dropping as it is. Now knitting the second one, and same way dropping this way. This is the first decreasing. In this row we are decreasing just 2 stitches. The second decreasing, pick your last stitch and drop over the second one. This is decreasing of 2 stitches. Now the remaining row will be the same. Lucia, I have already said hi to you. How are you, my dear? From where you're watching? Let me know from which country you are with me at this time. Thank you for 7th like, 8th like. Thank you. Thank you so much. The sequences remain same. We also decrease 3 from this side, 3 from this side, then 2. Now again we are going to, on wrong side, we are going to decrease 2 more stitches, same like this row, second last row. The first stitch we are not going to knit, just drop on the other needle. Now pull through over this way, dropping and making this first decreasing. Now second decreasing, 2 stitches. Sorry, dropping. You can see from this side, this is 1 2 3. Now 2 decreasing. Now the remaining row will be same, all purl. This is the way how I am doing the cutting of a arm shoulder. Same way both sides. Now I decrease 3, then 2. Now I am going to decreasing just 1. As usual, not knitting the first stitch, knitting second one, and this is the 1 stitch decreasing. Now the remaining row will be same garter knitting. This is 3 decreasing, then 2 decreasing. Now remain same way, going to decrease just 1. 3, 2, 1, exact shoulder decreasing 6 number of stitches. Then sequence wise we will decrease 1, 1, 1, connect continuously at the end till to make the shape of a shoulder, which will we attach with cardigan shoulder. Now this is the first stitch without knitting. Now making the first one and decreasing, dropping over the last stitch over the first knitted stitch. This is the decreasing I want to show you from this side, right side, although we are making the wrong side, but I want to show how we decrease. Sorry, my camera moved this way. 3, 2, 1. Now we continuously decrease 1 stitch in every row until we find the shape of a shoulder cutting for arm. Now continuously we will decrease 1 1 1 from both sides in every row to make the shape of a shoulder beautiful. Now again you guys can see the shape of a shoulder, of arm, both sides, the same cutting, just dropping or decreasing the stitches sequence wise for making beautiful shoulder. Now again also decreasing 1 1 1 3 times more to make a good shape. Same like before, don't knit the first stitch, make the second one and drop over first stitch to the second. This sequence is same, 3 2 1. Now this is the second time, one decreasing, good shape. Now from the wrong side again decreasing of one stitch, dropping without knitting, knit first stitch and drop the last one over the first knitted stitch this way. Now the remaining row will be remain same. Purl knitting, sorry, my hand touched the screen, sorry. This is the shape of an arm. I want to check at last how many stitches I 3 2 1 1 1 4 times I think, and at the last time how many stitches I have in my hands when I close the arm. I want to check it. This way I can count that point. 1 2 3. Hi Laura, how are you? How are you, my dear? These are at last 34 stitches. When we will finish our arm, and after decreasing we will have 34 stitches, which we will do close, and then we will attach it with the cardigan shoulder. This is the shape of an arm which we need to finish with this shape. How are you, Laura? From where you are watching? 34. At this point, let me count my stitches, how many stitches I have in my hand. When I will find that 34 stitches, then I will bind it. 2 4 6 8 10 12 14 16 18 20 22 24 26 28 30 32 34. Yes, 4 more rows to decrease these stitches. So 3 more times we will have to decrease one stitch. So then we will find that kind of shape. I want just exact that kind of shape of an arm, then I will finish my work. When I will have 34 stitches in my hand, then I will stop decreasing. Simple way to decrease one from this side and one from this side. I will also check with measurement when I will find the exact length like other arm. Maybe in counting we can do wrong, but when the length is same, it means we did the work same way, not mistaken. Just first stitch without knitting, knitting second one, dropping the first one over this way, and this is the simplest way for decreasing. So This is arm cutting. Three, two, one, one, one. And how many stitches we have in my hand? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. Two more times we have to decrease. It's a baby cardigan, 6 months to 1 year, boy. Decreasing 1 stitch. Now this is second. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34. These are 34 stitches. Now I want to measure arm with the second arm. You guys can see the arm cutting. In this way you guys can do your arm work. Now keep this according to you guys can see it is exact the same. This is the same method to decrease stitches. I think I should again count these stitches. How many stitches are these to bind my work? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30. Yes, exact 34 stitches these are. And same we have the 34 stitches at the end. After decreasing, it means now it's time to close the arm. Again want to count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Yes, exact. These are also 34 stitches which we have at that point at the end of finished arm. You guys can see today I show you how you guys can make the beautiful arm cutting this way when you are making the cardigan with knitting method. Now I am going to close my these 34 stitches from the right side. Kindly watch. I think I should knit this time because we are going to close it, or should not. I think I should not knit it because this way the shape will be good. Yes. Now we are going to close our 34 stitches at the end of arm. Yes. Kindly watch how I am going to close the stitches at the end of a arm without knitting, dropping. Now knitting and dropping the last one over to this way. Now knitting the second one, last which we knitted, and make drop again. Now this is the way to finish your arm and how you can close your stitches in this way easily. We are going to close our 34 stitches this way. Neat. Yes. Everywhere when you want to do knitting, you should close your, when you want to close with garter stitches. This is the main method how you can close your stitches with garter stitching closing method. You can see this. I will upload the pictures of full knitted cardigan tomorrow. I will try to sew it in the morning and I will upload the pictures in front of you tomorrow. Okay, kindly do subscribe for more easy ways to learn crocheting or knitting. Although my channel is not so old, but you can find good tips and tricks on my channel. And thank you very much for those who joined me and support me. Thank you so much. Be connected always. Kindly do message after watching this live stream. If you find any difficulty, I will do it again for you. Especially I can make short clips or reel for the specific stitch which you want to learn again. Okay, thank you. Those who want to learn how to bind, they can learn how to finish or binding on a garter stitching. This is the last stitch. Now my needles are free. At that point we have to pull through this yarn from this side and do this at the end to fix it. Now you can see when we will start stitching. Maybe we can also cut yarn from this place and bind this yarn into the stitches. This is the way you learn today how to do the arm cutting. This is the good way how you learn how to do arm cutting in knitting. This is the way. I hope you like this quite simple and easy method. Everyone can make their arms this way and make this arm cutting. These are the both arms. One from this side we will attach and one from this side. Same method, same pattern. This way. Okay, my dear, now it's time to leave. I hope you understand well today how you can make your arms cutting in knitting. Thank you those who subscribed today. Be connected. Thank you so much. It's time to leave now. Okay. Hi, Defik. I have received you. Thank you. You are welcome always. See you next time. I don't know that you were watching quietly, silently, and at the end you were saying thank you and saying goodbye to me. Be connected, my dear. I will wait for you. Okay, it's time to leave now. Thank you. Goodbye and good night.